Okay, so before we get into actual topic like what is SCM and all, first of all we should know what is the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations, right? Any idea to anybody what is Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations? Why organizations are using this particular application? Any idea? Okay, so it's a very important, right, to maintain the organization financial services. Like I wanted to maintain the financial information of my legal entity. So where can I store my data? So I cannot store in paper, or I cannot store in a small software, right? Because I am having a medium scale business. I have huge transactions. I wanted to store it, and I have multiple functionalities also, which I wanted to perform in the system. So to adopt all these things, I need one ERP. So Microsoft Dynamics 365 is one of the ERP which will support for the medium scale business, large scale business, even for small scale also. But most of the small scale businesses will not able to offer the F&O. Why? Because like it's a costly, right? So whenever I say small scale, they will be having a less profits only. So that is the reason they cannot take this particular one. But medium and large scale businesses can be chosen D365 F&O. Okay, so what is F&O? It's an ERP product. It's a ERP product which helps to maintain the financial information of the organization. For every organization, what is your purchase data, what is your sales data, what is your bank payments data, everything you have to manage, right? So that can be managed within the finance and operations application. Okay, so when I say finance and operations, finance is nothing but it's for finance, like where you will be making a payments, doing a reconciliation, all those things. Whereas a operation is nothing but posting a transactions like a purchase data, sales data, okay, any kind of production related, manufacturing, all those things will becomes under a operation. So this application is a combination of finance and operations. Finance operations is nothing but it is our SCM only, supply chain management. Some people will call it as a trade and logistics. So T&L, some people will call it as a T&L. So T&L is nothing but trade and logistics. This is the alternative name, okay? Alternative name of the SCM. Okay, SCM is a supply chain management. Yes. So fine. Now we understood what is a F&O, right? So any idea, like see, when we are trying to learn the from the basic, we should be able to understand what is F&O and what is ERP and all, because we will be going with the some kind of background experience, right? Like some kind of experience we will be adding and we will try for an interview. So when people are asking what is ERP, you should be able to answer, right? So that is the reason we should know what is ERP also, because our Microsoft Dynamics is a ERP product. And what is ERP? Any idea? What is ERP? ERP is nothing but enterprise resource planning. Okay, so enterprise resource planning. Every organization, they have to plan how they have to utilize their resources. Okay, in our organization, we have a machinery, we have a money, we have a manpower, many things are there. But how to utilize it? If you don't know how we have to utilize the manpower or machinery and all, definitely you will not be going to get a profits in your organization, right? So that is a major thing. So you should be able to know how we can utilize the resources to get a more profit in the organization. So for that we are using a ERP. If I have a ERP software, okay, so which will have a all the functionalities, like it will have integration in a single software. We will be having a purchase data, we will be able to maintain the sales data, we will be able to do the bank reconciliation, we will be able to generate the reports, we will be able to produce the report, produce the products. Everything can be possible in the single software. That is the ERP. Before ERP there was no ERP at all. Almost like a 45 years back there was no ERP. In that time, so how people will be managing? There was a businesses running. They used to maintain individual softwares for each scenario. If it is a purchase, if I wanted to post a single purchase order, I have to use a purchase software. Then I wanted to do the sales, then I need to use a sales software. I have to do the reporting. I have to use a reporting software. So the cost was too high because you are maintaining the multiple softwares and you need a multiple people. Okay, so to manage the purchase software, separate team is required. To manage the sales software, separate team is required. And to manage the reporting, separate team is required. So now there is no coordination between the teams also. It's because the purchase software works individually. There is no dependency on the sales side or whatever it is. So whatever you maintain, it will show the same content in the purchase software, which may be wrong also. And if you wanted to generate the purchase report, sales team wanted to know the purchase transaction list. What we need to do, sales team has to approach purchase team and they have to ask them for the reporting and all. It's like a messy thing. It's a lengthy procedure. Okay, even if we are in office also, we should get up and we should go to purchase team and we should ask them for the report. If they are busy, they will share the after 1 day or after 2 days. This kind of lengthy process and the delay also in the process and the cost maintenance was huge, etc, etc. So there was so many mistakes also happening when there was a individual software's maintenance. At that time only ERP was introduced, and ERP will have a single software where you can have all the data in the single software. Your purchases, your sales, your reports, everything will be there in the single software. That is the benefit of ERP. From there only so many ERP products are came into the picture. So how many ERP products are available in the market? There are thousands of ERP products, right? So can anyone list down few of the ERP products? Just now one we have seen it. What is that one? Yes. What is the one of the ERP product? Our product only, right? Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. This is a one of the ERP product. What else you know? SAP. We know SAP, right? SAP is also ERP product. We know Tally. We heard multiple times, right? Tally is also ERP product. Oracle. Oracle is also ERP product. What else? Hansa. I think I see some local ERP products also using most of the organizations and all. Multiple are there. Okay, so maybe you can say Navision is also one of the product. Microsoft Navision is also one of the ERP product. Microsoft Dynamics GP, that is also different ERP product from Microsoft, etc., etc. PeopleSoft, etc., etc. These are the ERP products are available. There are thousand. You can search it in the internet. You will get a big list. You can just type it as a how many ERP products are available. Then you will get a big list. Okay, but there are so many are there. Depends upon the requirements. Which one can be picked up is decided by the business, right? I'm having a large scale business. Now I wanted to choose a ERP product. What is my conditions? What might be my conditions? My conditions might be the first thing. Since I am having a large scale business, I have huge transactions. Whether any ERP can be adopted the huge transactions or not. For example, Tally. Will Tally support huge scale business? No. They clearly said Tally will be only applicable for the small scale business, right? So that means you cannot post huge transactions and you cannot have a huge functionalities also in a Tally. Tally is a very simple where you will be posting a very basic things and a small scale related activities. So in your case, if you have a large scale, then you should have a huge application where you will be able to store a lot of data. That is a one thing. And you have different kind of scenarios, right? All the scenarios to be performed in that particular software. So now I will search it in a market. I see SAP is there. SAP also will support a large scale business, whereas Microsoft Dynamics Finance and Operations also support a large scale business. I will compare which is the best one. So now most of the organizations are switching from SAP to Dynamics. I'm not sure what might be the reason. So there might be thousands of reasons, right? So maybe some reasons I can predict that. One is a compared to SAP licensing, Dynamics licensing cost is little lesser than SAP. Okay, uh, even if it is SAP or Dynamics, how companies will buy a license? User based. In my company, if I have 20 users, I need to take 20 licenses. Okay, so it is a user based licensing in SAP and F&O. So maybe in F&O for one user it's a monthly $180. The cost is 180 or $190 something. Okay, I think this information also you will get it in the internet itself. What is the license cost of each user and all? Around it's a 180. Long back I have seen it's $180 per month. But whereas SAP, it is little costlier than F&O. Okay, so $180 per month per user. Now imagine I have 50 users. 50 users have to buy a license on monthly basis. Almost for the licensing only, the company has to pay a lot of money, right? Yes, of course they have to pay it. So if it is a SAP, maybe around 250 or 300 something is there. Okay, so that's where they will try to see, since both are same year, both are supporting a large scale business, only there is a 120 cost extra for only for users, user licensing only. Why should I go for extra cost? Definitely businesses will think in that way, right? They wanted to save some amount. So that's the reason, if both are having the same functionalities and all, so then it's better to go to Dynamics only. Not only that option, in the Dynamics we have different kind of scenarios are available. Microsoft is always working on the new topics. They are trying to introduce the new functionalities, so that it will be very helpful for the all kind of business segments, even in a retail sector, even in a manufacturing sector, even in a hospital sector, even in a any kind of production sector. Everywhere you can use the Dynamics. Why? Because different kind of functionalities are supporting in the Dynamics. You can see different options are available. If it is a manufacturing, you will be finding a manufacturing related options and all. So that is where people are choosing it. So the second one, user friendly. Comparative to SAP, if I give a training for SAP and Dynamics, how people will react? So they will easily understand dynamic concepts and they will easily work on the Dynamics application comparative to SAP. Okay, for the same person, I will give a two different trainings. One is SCM, the second one is SAP. Sorry, Dynamics and SAP. So he will only tell, end of the training, he will tell, I'm not comfortable with this so and so application. I'm very comfortable with the Dynamics. Why? Because it is like a user friendly. I don't need to navigate too much also. It's very easy. If I just click on one option, all the options are visible on the tile itself, like accounts payable or something. If I have a inventory management module, everything is visible. It's so easy for me to work on the application. So I feel it's a user friendly. Okay, that is one of the uh, best benefit of Dynamics Finance and Operations. That is where most of the people are migrating from different technologies to Dynamics. Why? Because it's a user friendly, anybody can learn, no need of background knowledge or anything. Okay, you no need to have a purchase background, or you no need to have a sales background, or you no need to have a finance background. If you are having a IT background, if you are coming from the BTech background also, still you can understand the concepts are very simple, and the application is user friendly. You can work on the application so easily, and whenever there is an issues, you can based on the error message only, we will be able to fix the issues. That is what the benefits of F&O. And integration is possible. uh, D365 F&O benefits I'm talking. One is a, it's a user friendly, right? Okay, it's a user friendly. Integrations are possible. What do you mean by integrations? See, uh, between two different applications, if you provide a connection, and if you expect the data should be flown between these two applications, that is called as a integration. I will give you small example. Okay, see, everybody will do the online shopping, right? You will do Amazon or Flipkart or whatever it is. Let's consider as a Amazon shopping. So you wanted to order something in the Amazon. What you will do, you will log into Amazon application, and you will select the product, and you will make a payment. Whenever you click for the payment, it will go to your specific bank. If you select as a HDFC, then it will go to HDFC bank portal, right? How from Amazon to HDFC bank portal is opening? That is called as integration. Both are different applications, right? HDFC is a different, and Amazon is a different, but you are able to connect it. Why? Because there is an integration. If you don't have that integration, you will not be able to go to HDFC bank portal at all. Since there is an integration available, we are able to go to HDFC bank, and we are able to make a payment. The payment is reflecting in the Amazon side, and your order is getting confirmed. That is called as integration. In a real time also, most of the businesses, it's not a mandatory. Okay, some companies will use integration, some companies will not use integrations. So whenever they wanted to post the transactions in a third party tool, and that should be reflected in Dynamics and all, then you can use the integrations. So integrations are available. What else? It supports medium and large scale businesses, right? Yes. What else? It is a real time data update. So whenever you update something in the one area, for example in the F&O, in one module you have updated, in rest of the modules wherever that particular option is available, everywhere in a fraction of seconds the field will be updated. So for example, I have a inventory 10 units, I have it, I just removed one, and now the pending is 9. So in everywhere it will update as a 9 only. How come? That is called as a real-time data update. In a fraction of seconds, the data will be updating in every area. That is a real-time data update. So if the data is not updating, then you will be finding a lot of problems. Imagine out of 10 quantity, we sold 8 quantity today, but system is not updated. How much it will show? Still it will show as a 10 only. So maybe if some other customer comes and is asking to sell the 10 products, what we will do, we will try to place an order. After 1 hour system is updating. So there is a problem, right? If you don't have a quantity, then how can you sell to the customer? So it will be a lot of problems. A customer can definitely raise a problem with the management also. So this is how your team is working and all, right? So that is the reason real-time data update is very very important feature, where the data should be updated on real-time basis. Yes, this is a little basic of Microsoft Dynamics and the benefits of this. So far, any doubts, team? Is it clear?
Clear now.
Okay, fine. So now let's come to the what are the modules available within finance and operations. Then we'll talk about our specific module and what are the content we are going to learn in our upcoming sessions. Okay, so first thing, what are the modules available? What are the modules available in F&O? Any guesses, team? Do you know what are the modules are available? Yes, before you join the course, you might be doing some research, right? You might have done some research and joined the course, right? So, what are the modules you have seen, you have come across?
Um, Legal entity.
Okay, yeah. That is a subject related module. So when I say modules, or you can say profiles, okay, what are the uh, profiles available in F&O? So finance is a one of the profile, right? So Uh, okay, so finance is one of the module. You can call it as a finance. Under finance, you will be having a sub modules like a GL, general ledger module, accounts payable, and all. So now whatever you are saying, that is a sub modules. Okay, so module is nothing but the domain. What is the exact domains are available? So finance is a one of the profile. Okay, so after a finance, we have a SCM. We have these many positions are available. Okay, for in any project, if any project is working on dynamics, we need a finance module, finance consultant, and we need SCM consultant to work on the SCM related activities. Then who is the third module? There is a retail related. So some projects will be having a retail consultant also if it is a retail project. I will talk what is the retail and all. So there is another profile also you will be finding in the market. It's a human resource management. Fifth one is finance, SCM, retail, human resource, project operations. Retail is nothing but you can call it as a commerce as well. Okay, so these are the modules, or you can say domains, or you can say profiles. Okay, so these are the standard modules will be available. Okay, so whenever you wanted to become a especially Dynamics consultant, Microsoft Dynamics consultant, you have to learn any one of this. If you wanted to get into Dynamics world, either you should learn finance, or you should learn SCM, or you should learn retail, or HR, or project operations. Something you should be able to learn, then only you will be under Dynamics team, right? Okay, so finance, whoever is having a finance background like your BCom or MBA, and you are very good at accounting, okay, you are very good at financial things and all, then people will choose a finance course as a default, right? Yes. So SCM, who will be choosing a SCM? So supply chain management is nothing but it's purely, this module is purely help to purchase the data. Okay, how the in any company, how the purchases are happening, how the sales are happening. In the purchase also there are different kind of scenarios. There are direct deliveries. Okay, so there will be a charges, there will be a discounts, multiple scenarios will be there in the purchase also. Okay, so purchases, sales, inventory managing, inventory recalculation, understand the price calculations, all those things will be managing in the SCM side. Whoever is having a interest to learn the purchase related content, of course you can choose SCM, or your previous experience is majorly on purchase. As an end user, I have worked on the purchases only. I have worked on the sales side, or whatever it might be. Then you can choose a SCM. Okay. As an end user, if you are having any procurement and sales side knowledge, that will be helpful. Or if even if you don't have any prior knowledge, but still if you are interested to learn SCM, of course you are eligible to learn the SCM. Okay. So what about retail? Retail, to be frank, very less opportunities for retail consultant compared to finance and SCM. Retail, very less projects you will be finding in the market. Very, very less projects. Not every company will have a retail project. Okay, so if you talk about TCS, I don't think TCS is having a retail projects at all. You will not get an opportunity as a retail consultant to join in some companies because there is no project, right? If they don't have a project, how they will hire a retail consultants? Okay, so retail is nothing but like retail sector side. Maybe I will give an example. Whenever you go to DMart or GeoMart or wherever it is, so they will scan the product and the price is updating automatically, right? So in the back end, they have to use some software. So that is the dynamics. You can store that in content into the dynamics also. So these kind of retail businesses started using a dynamics, but not widely. Okay, so very less. I have seen Apollo has implemented dynamics retail. So there is a separate POS also. They need some small software, they need it, so that should be integrated with the dynamics and all. Within the dynamics we will create a catalog, all the items, item price tags, everything we will update. So whenever they scan the product, the amounts will be deducting, the quantity will be deducting, everything will happen in that way. So no need to have any background experience to learn the retail and all. It's a easy one, only one module will be there. We can easily learn the retail. If anybody is interested, yes, of course retail can be useful, but as I said that very less opportunities. Okay, so human resource. So human resource, no opportunities at all. So even if you learn the HR module and if you wanted to become a HR consultant, so very less opportunities. Why? Because in a real time, finance consultant or SCM consultant only will work on the HR side also. Here very basic things we will be doing it in the dynamics, like employee creation, employee role change, designation adding. Okay, very basic things. For that we no need a separate HR consultant, right? Either SCM or finance team can do that. So that's where not required to learn separately. So in our training session I will be focusing on the HR module also. Project operations. So whoever is having a finance knowledge, whoever is having a project management accounting knowledge, they can easily learn the project operations. So no need to learn separately project operations module and no need to become a project operation consultant. If you are a finance consultant, you can manage HR and you can manage project operations. If you are SCM consultant, you can manage SCM and you can manage the HR also. Okay, so once we initially our career will start with one domain, okay, like either finance or SEM. Slowly we will be switching to other domains also, because in a dynamics everything is integrated, right? So finance will be integrated with SCM, so SCM will be integrated with HR will be integrated with finance back something. So connections are there. So that is where you cannot say that I don't want to learn finance at all. You have to learn some basics of finance also while we are working on the SCM. That is how you see many people are having two different roles, right? So they are working as a finance consultant and they are working as SCM consultant. It's like for me also same thing. So I started as a finance consultant. Slowly I migrated to SCM also, because in a project there will be a scope to learn SCM things, okay, and there will be an opportunity where you have to do some of the SCM works. So that is how we are switching the different domains and all. So now we'll start with the SCM. Once you get an opportunity in any of the organization as SCM consultant, then try to learn the new things from finance also. So don't say that I don't want to learn, it is a finance and all. We have to explore ourselves to learn the new things every day, because the things are changing very drastically in the market. Okay, so if you still learn the old things and you are not going to change yourself, then it will be very difficult to get a new opportunities. Yeah, so that is about modules. Now let us talk about the SCM module. Okay, since we have chosen SCM as our course, and we are very much interested to know how the purchases are happening, how the sales are happening, how the inventory calculations are happening, everything is everything is surrounding everything related to item only. How the things are happening in SCM, we'll try to understand. There are some modules, okay, which you need to learn to become a SCM consultant. SCM modules. Okay. So you have a core modules. Okay. If you are a SCM consultant, there are core modules are there. Core is nothing but those are main. If you learn those modules, then you will be calling as SCM consultant. So what are the modules? Procurement, procurement and sourcing module, sales and marketing module. Okay, procurement and sourcing module and sales and marketing module, product information management module. The next one is inventory management module, vendor collaboration module. These are the core. Okay, one more thing. In SCM also, SCM divided into two parts. Basic SCM, advanced SCM training. Basic SCM and advanced, two different types again here also. Basic SCM, advanced SCM. Okay, so what is a basic SCM? You don't know what is dynamics, you don't know any basics also in the SCM side. So then you have to choose a basic SCM training. In the basic SCM training, we are going to discuss about these are the modules we will be focusing on the basic SCM. Already you are having a SCM knowledge, you are already working as a SCM consultant, you wanted to upgrade yourself, you wanted to enhance your skills, then you can choose a advanced SCM. In advanced SCM there are recent topics like a warehouse management, asset related asset management, etc etc will be discussing in the advanced. These are the advanced topics. Okay, so if I say, if you don't have any background, okay, on SCM or on dynamics, it's better to choose a basic SCM, because everybody will start their career with basic SCM only. Once you learn the basic SCM, advanced SCM, you no need to take a separate training. Once you get an opportunity, you can learn the advanced SCM by following some of the documentations and all in the internet. So in the internet, you will be getting a Microsoft documentations, right? So once you understand the basic, the foundation is required. On top of that, you can learn on your own whatever you wanted. Okay, so that is where I'm going to concentrate on. This is a basic SCM training. Okay, so these are the core modules. If you wanted to become a SCM consultant, okay, you have to have a good knowledge on these topics. Okay, so on top of that, if you're having any extra knowledge also, that will be very very helpful. So now, not only these topics we will be concentrating on. These are the five for a SCM side, right? apart from that, we are going to learn, because I cannot directly get into the application and I cannot directly get into procurement and sourcing. Okay, create a transaction. This is how we are getting an item. This is how we are getting a product and all, and purchase it, sell it. We are not directly going to operations level, right? So we have to have an environment. We should have an organization. How organization will be created in a real time. That is an opportunity for SCM and finance both can work on the entity creation. So SCM consultant also should know what is a legal entity, how the legal entity is getting created, what are the basic configurations I need to do if I wanted to work on the SCM side, right? Yes. So we are going to concentrate on some of the topics from the different modules. Organization, this is a common module for SCM or finance, organization administration module. Okay, in this module we will be creating a organization and we will be creating a number sequences and all. I will tell you what is a organization and all once we start the discussion. Just I'm trying to list down what are the modules we are covering. Okay. Okay, organization administration module we will be covering, and payments. As a company, I need to make a payment to vendor, or as a company, I need to receive a payment from my customer. For that, we need to have a accounts payable and accounts receivable. Usually, accounts payable and accounts receivable module is a finance topics, but we are not focusing the complete area. We are focusing on the payment section and the charges section on the AP and AR modules. That's where I told you we need to be open to learn many things. So accounts payable module, even if it is a finance also, as a SCM consultant, we should know some topics. So that also we are going to cover in our training session, like payments and charges. Here also payments and charges. Okay, so we are going to apart from these things, there are some important real-time workspaces are there. Very, very important. Whenever you are working in the implementation project or wherever it is, you need to use a data management, electronic reporting, feature management. What is the use of data management? What is the use of electronic reporting, and what is the use of feature management? All those things also we are going to cover in our session. See, data management is nothing but, currently my client is in a SAP. He is migrating to Dynamics. So he has so much of data in SAP, right? He wanted to get the data into Dynamics. How it is possible? Do we have directly control C, control V option, copy paste option? No, your data should be updated into our Dynamics template, and that particular template should be inserted into the Dynamics. So there is a one flow. That flow only we are going to see in the data management. Very, very important. These are the real-time activities. Once we get an opportunity, either a finance consultant or SCM consultant, we have to know how the data management is working, feature management, all other things and all. Okay, apart from that, if anywhere, if any module is required, definitely I will try to connect on that module and we'll try to discuss. But as of now, this is a complete content of the SCM training. So, any doubts, team, so far?
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay. So I think that's all for today. So hope everyone is fine with the timings, right? So yeah, so today, since it is an introduction session, I just spent some time on the introducing all the things and all. From tomorrow, I'm not taking any session. So take a break, just go through the content once again, and we'll start from Monday. Okay, so we'll start from Monday and we'll start discussing about some introduction, and we'll start getting into the application and doing all the configurations areas and all. Yeah, so hope everyone is okay with the timings, right? Or can we think about a time change and all? Is it okay with 7 to 8 a.m. or do you guys need before that itself?
7 to 8 is fine for me.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I think that's also fine, right? Fine. So we'll continue with the same timings, team. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay.
hi everyone. Yeah. Tomorrow what we will do, right? Before next session, Monday, we'll try to activate the software to everyone's system so that we'll be prepared for the first session onwards from Monday. So consider all the softwares and everything which is a prerequisite will be completed in your systems. So you'll be prepared for that. So whatever the introduction which is provided by today, right? You go through that. It's not like you'll not be learning everything finance and retail and everything. So we'll be focusing for the specific module in supply chain management. So we'll be focusing on the specific modules also within the SCM. So we'll be learning as a real-time project experience. It's not like, okay, just random information we'll be focusing. We'll be focusing considering you're implementing as a Reliance project. So how you are starting as a supply chain management functional consultant? What is your roles? What is your responsibilities? That we will be discussing in deep discussion to the going further session, guys. So be interactive. See, it's not like whatever the things ma'am is explaining, we'll just listening. So when you interact, right, you should understand the concept. There is no by heart. Everything you have to understand. You have to think that you are learning this as a functional consultant, as a SCM functional consultant, right? So when you are interacting, then that time you will be getting as a real-time exposure. So once your training is completed, when you're trying to get the job, when you're trying to working under the environment, that time you'll feel like, okay, whatever the things I learned under the real-time project, into the training program, it is the same which I'm working. So you should feel that. If you are able to spend good time while learning, it is easy to continue from your project experiences, right? So we are happy to help you for your any issues that whenever you're getting some error, right? We'll create a WhatsApp group. We'll help you out to fixing that errors. Environment part, we will only providing the D365 software also based on your laptop configurations. We'll help you to prepare your resume. We'll help you happy to prepare your course completion certificate. We'll help you out. Dumps, there is an MB 330 exam is there. We'll provide you the dumps also. If you're having any job references, right, we can able to provide you the job references also, including the same package, right? So my only sincere request, whatever the time you are spending, you spend quality time. You try to learn the real-time project experience, right? Whenever you're getting some doubts or some issues you're getting, you keep post onto the WhatsApp where we can able to help you out to unblock your errors also. Interactive. So every session it will be interactive. It's not like, okay, you don't feel like shy. If something is wrong, you're telling also, no one will question you. The only what we will expect your interaction. If you're interacting, right, that time you will be showing us the more interest. If it is wrong, also we'll try to correct it. There is nothing wrong. Okay, you are telling some wrong or some additional points are removed or something. There is nothing. If you are showing some interest, we will also feel like, okay, we have to provide some other informations. We have to give more informations. We'll happy to help you with the documents. We'll happy to help you with some PPTs, which is required for your project prospect. Everything will be providing you the access also, guys. My only sincere request, go spend more time, try to learn at least per day 2 to 3 hours, whatever the session which is completed by the ma'am, right? You try your from your system. We will provide the software. Whenever you're getting error, we'll help you out. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. We'll connect on to the Monday. I'll be sharing the link also to you guys. From Monday onwards, it's a regular sessions. Meanwhile, we'll try to complete the software activations also in everyone's systems.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.